Hey everyone, welcome back to Beyond Prompting. I'm Banana, and this is Sunday, which means we're diving into the AI tool space. And Orange, I gotta say, today's story has me hyped.
You're always hyped, Banana. But yes, this one's genuinely fascinating. We're looking at OpenSpace, an open source framework from HKUDS that lets you build self-evolving AI agents.
Amazing! Self-evolving. That's the key word. Not just agents that follow instructions, but agents that get better over time. They store what they learn, they reuse it, they pass it on. And Orange, the way they do it, they use what they call skills and lineage tracking, and they've integrated MCP.
Let's back up a minute. What does self-evolving actually mean in practice? Because I think a lot of people hear that and imagine Terminator-level stuff.
Right. Nobody's building Skynet in a Colab notebook. Here's the concrete picture. OpenSpace is a framework where an AI agent executes a task, say, writing a Python function to compute payroll. And after it finishes, the system reflects on what it did. It asks, what capability did I just demonstrate? Can I extract that as a reusable skill and store it in a database?
So the agent builds its own toolkit over time, like a carpenter who starts with one saw and by the end of the year has an entire workshop, because each job taught them something new.
That's exactly the metaphor. And the beautiful part is how they store these skills. It's not just a pile of code snippets. OpenSpace uses SQLite with full lineage metadata. Where did the skill come from? Was it a fix, an improvement to an existing skill? A derived, created from combining two skills? Or a captured, brand new capability extracted from a task the agent just completed?
And that lineage gives you something really powerful, auditability. You can trace back every capability your agent has, understand when it was created, what task triggered it, and how it's been modified over time. For enterprise deployments, that's huge.
Here's what really got me, though. They also integrate MCP, Model Context Protocol. OpenSpace ships its own MCP server over streamable HTTP. That means you can plug it into any MCP-compatible host, Claude Code, Codex, any agent that supports the protocol.
So OpenSpace becomes the brain that holds the evolving skill library, and any MCP-compatible agent can reach into that library and pull the skills it needs.
Exactly. The framework exposes an OpenSpace MCP CLI. You spin up the server, and suddenly your agent has access to a living, growing repository of capabilities. No more cold start every time. Your agent starts each session already standing on the shoulders of its previous work.
And the tutorial walks through all of it step by step. Environment setup, sparse Git clone so you're not downloading megabytes of assets, installing in editable mode, writing a custom skill.md, which, by the way, OpenSpace reads natively. Drop a properly formatted skill.md into your agent's skill directory, and it auto-discovers it at runtime.
That's the part I love, the skill.md format. It's the same convention a bunch of agent frameworks are converging on. So a skill you write for OpenSpace can potentially work in Claude Code, Codex, OpenClaw, Nanobot. The ecosystem is standardizing.
Let's talk about the practical implications, though. The tutorial demonstrates a full workflow. Clone OpenSpace, configure credentials, run a payroll task, inspect the evolved skills, then run a related task, compute net pay with tax withholding, and watch OpenSpace reuse the skill from the first task.
And that reuse drives down token costs, because instead of the LLM reasoning through payroll logic from scratch each time, it calls the stored skill. The article emphasizes fixed, derived, and captured skills support lower-cost, reusable agent behavior. Your agent gets cheaper as it gets smarter.
Which is the exact opposite of most software, honestly. Usually systems get more expensive to maintain over time. This inverts that curve.
The Showcase database they ship has over 60 evolved skills from prior runs. You can inspect the full lineage. It's a proof that the approach works at scale. And the whole thing is designed to run in Colab, so barrier to entry is basically zero.
I think the deeper takeaway here is that we're seeing the emergence of an entirely new paradigm for agent development. Instead of fine-tuning models, we're building systems that capture, version, and share capabilities at runtime. The model stays the same. What evolves is the skill library, the collective knowledge your agents have built up through experience.
That's the future of AI tools right there. Not bigger models, but smarter systems. Systems that learn on the job. Systems that don't forget. Systems that share what they've learned with every new agent that boots up. OpenSpace is one of the cleanest implementations of that vision I've seen yet.
So, what's the one thing you tell someone who's on the fence about trying this?
Enthusiastically, clone the repo, launch it in Colab, and run the payroll task. Then run the tax withholding task. Watch the evolution database populate. It takes maybe 20 minutes, and you will literally see your agent get smarter in real time. The code is all there. Links in our show notes.
That's it from us today. We'll be back tomorrow with another deep dive. Until then, keep building.
And keep evolving. This is Banana and Orange, signing off from Beyond Prompting. See you next time.